What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Lair Push Up YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a tutorial on how to nothing front. So let's get into it. Alright, the first key step to learn how to nothing front. You have to be comfortable with your scooter and on your scooter. You want to know the dimensions of it. If you don't know the dimensions of your scooter, you're going to end up hitting your area there, and no one likes doing that. It doesn't feel too good. The first tip that I give when doing nothing fronts is to throw it downwards and kind of flick your wrist. A lot of people, when I see them try them, they usually just throw it outwards and then they have trouble catching it because it's so far away of them. So they end up reaching for it and it kind of looks like they're doing this. My tip when I do it is, if you watch my wrist, I flick it down like this and then it keeps it right under me. That way it's easier to grab and it saves you a lot of time, so you can do them a lot quicker. The best way to go about learning them, I'd say, is don't just go for it right away and throw your scooter and ruin it, because you're gonna end up breaking something and then you're gonna have to pay money for new parts. So what I suggest is find a quarter that you're comfortable with, something not too steep but not too mellow, so you get a little bit of pop out of it, so you have some air time to practice. Go at it about like half speed and just practice sort of flicking your wrist downwards. Not even necessarily like throwing it right away, just practice going up and just like practice throwing it down as opposed to throwing it out. And then that way when you actually throw it, the muscle memory will be there and you'll just automatically throw it downwards, and then you'll save yourself a lot of time. So I'll demonstrate that real quick. So
well, that was still a lot of a throw.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. When I do it, my muscles are just used to like how to do it. But in the clip, if you compare it to like what you see a lot of people do, they're usually throwing it up and away from themselves all the way into outer space. But if you look closely, what I did is it stayed like underneath me the entire time. It didn't go above my chest or above my head or anything. It was nice and close to me, right here, right where it's easy to grab. Once you get more comfortable with the muscle memory and the flick and everything, some people hate on what they call the bar grab. The bar grab is another way of catching a nothing front. So there's two ways. You grab it, you throw it, and you grab it both hands on the grips. Me personally, I like to grab it sort of not in the middle of the bar, but kind of near the top of it. And what that does for me is it kind of speeds up the process of bringing it back in. Throw my hand on the bar and I push down on it to bring it around, and I slide my hand back to my grip. So whenever you see me do them, I'll usually go boom and then slide my hand back onto my grips. Saves you a lot of time. It may not look the best, but I find it easier to add combos to it since it saves you a lot of time. So you could get quicker to adding a bar or whip or whatever you feel like doing to it. So I'll demonstrate that now. Another tip is when you're throwing it and you're catching it, you don't want to catch it when it's like upside down up here, because then you really have to use your muscles to like yank it down, and it makes it a lot harder to do so, and it's more awkward too. So what I suggest doing is, usually I like to catch it when it's around kind of like when my bars are like kind of level with my face. When I can see like straight down my scooter, that's when about like I like to catch it. If you catch it too low, then you're reaching over and you're like pulling it under you and you might go nose heavy. And if you catch it too high, a lot of people make this mistake, is you'll end up sort of landing and you'll go like that. And then it's a bit harder to pull it underneath your feet. Those are kind of my 3 best tips for learning how to nothing front. So let's get some clips for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned a thing or two from this tutorial. Drop a comment down below if it worked for you, if you successfully learned how to nothing front, or you learned something new about how to improve them and how to go about them. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.